This ain't right. This ain't right, man.
An emotional Ed Reed speaking Monday night about Bethune-Cookman University's decision to not move forward with the NFL Hall of Famer as its next head football coach.
I cry for them kids, man. I hurt for them kids because it's wrong. I got eight kids that committed the week before. These kids calling me, their parents calling me. What we gonna do? I can't get these kids in no school. I can't have these kids uncommit and go somewhere else. And you telling me I'm withdrawing? No, I'm not withdrawing. I still want to coach here and coach these kids after all this going on.
Bethune-Cookman announced the NFL Hall of Famer as the next head coach at the end of December. Some players said he immediately went to work trying to make things better.
Coach Reed in 3 weeks has essentially done more than this entire administration and other program leads, like other head coaching staffs and whatnot. He's done more in 3 weeks than they have in like the past 5 years.
They said conditions on campus are bad, moldy. Reed went off about this in a video on social media, using profanity to criticize the university. He even said his office wasn't clean. Though he apologized, interim president Dr. Lawrence Drake said he made the decision to not move forward with Reed.
And when we think about the culture that we're trying to build, that we have companies and partners like Disney and some of our other partners calling saying, what are you going to do about that? We can't support that kind of image. I needed him to really understand that we were a Christian institution, that behavior and character were clearly our priorities.
I knew this was a Christian school. I knew that. I'm a Christian man. How, man? Dr. Drake, you wrong, man. Don't do that.
Reed says he's still in Daytona, hoping he can work something out with the university. Christina Watkins, West 2 News.
The breakdown between Reed and Bethune-Cookman only underscores the seismic gap between HBCU football programs and FBS programs in terms of investment, facilities, and overall resources. The Miami program that Reed played and worked for unveiled plans in December for a 162,000 square football operation center that will cost more than $100 million. It's a typo. The cost of the facility alone is several more than Bethune-Cookman's annual athletic department budget, which is reportedly around $15 million. So their facility costs more at Miami than they whole goddamn budget, which is only $15 million. So we're not talking about a little bit more. The boy's got a lot more paper over there at the organization that he used to coming from.
Right, yeah.
So that's why he come in there and see it trash on the field. He just couldn't stomach it, cuz. I don't know if he really understood what he was signing up for, bro.
Yeah.
But we got something else to share with them too. We got something else to share with the audience. We gotta hear what Prime had to say about this. That's important. I'm about to tap you in.
Okay.
You know, Prime gonna give him love.
Yeah, Prime gonna ride with him, man.
Prime gonna ride with him. But
that he got Prime in his shoe too. He's always gonna be hot commodity.
Prime is a bad influence, bro. It's looking like it right now.
It's looking like it.
You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Prime, dog. I fuck with Prime. I defended Prime vehemently when everybody was calling him a sellout and Uncle Tom and all of this stuff for leaving the other place, you know. And Dion is a motivational guy, but that bravado type of attitude don't work for everybody else. And I think that could have put a battery in Ed Reed's back. But let's just hear the exchange between these two Hall of Famers. You know, good expression of brotherly love. Here we go.
What's up, big bro?
Hey, I love you, man. You know that, right?
Yep.
We talked about this. We know the structure. We know the order. We know how it was going to play out. and you've been there fighting. I know what you're feeling. I know what you're going through.
They robbing at the top, man.
You got to understand, Ed. God has a time and a place for you, my brother.
Yeah. They robbing
and
at
I
the
know
top,
your
man.
heart. I know everything that's going on inside of you. You know, I know you like a book. And I know how you feel about them kids, and I know you do not want to leave those kids. So I'm praying for you right now, man, because this is going to be the toughest thing you ever had to do in your life. Sometimes, Ed, you got to walk away, my brother. I know it's tough. I know you don't want to hear it. But sometimes in life, we got to walk away.
Look like he started walking away, like right when he said that. He like, I'm about to pack up my shit to get up out of there, man. But I mean, at this point, it is term to go. They said they're not ratifying your contract. They don't want you there. I know you want to work for free, but we don't want you. Ed Reed could have paid Bethune-Cookman to coach there at this point. So it's just a sad situation. Let's continue.
You already know, big bro. I'm pretty
You didn't let nobody down. You didn't let them kids down.
Reed too.
You did what you was called to do.
I don't know. We need to check the age. Maybe Deion is just little broing him right now. Like,
Deion was an older man when he came to the Ravens, and Reed stayed in the league. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, see, that's why I like your knowledge of sports, man. I know you really tapped in when it comes to shit like that. So yeah, go ahead.
And you tried your best.
Thank you, big brother.
I love you, man. I'm here. I will be on the next flight if you need me. You know that.
Nah, you good? You handle your business.
Hey, you know that. Boy from the streets. Nigga like, hey, you need me to pull up? You need me to let you hold the yapper, bro? Like, what's up, cuz? You see, like, what we doing, bro? I don't like, bro. I don't like you talking like this. I don't like you looking like this. What's up, bro? What we doing? Deion the type of person that'll call you while he got one of them niggas there, dog. What he said the dude name was?
Reggie Theus.
Yeah, Deion will probably snatch Reggie Theus up somewhere and be like, call Reed on Facebook, like, bro, what you want me to do, cuz? I got him right here, cuz. Like, I'll spank cuz right now, cuz. Like, say something, cuz. I'll do it to him, cuz. Yeah, all right, Reed. You say let him live, I'll let him live. Like, I think they got that type of relationship, dog. Yeah. Are you getting that, or is that just me?
I'm getting that. Anytime that somebody start out with, man, I love you. Hey, that means, bro, I dropped something for you, boy.
I spank some shit for you, boy. You know it ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's that talk.
That kind of talk, that kind of energy we got. So, we kind of walk people through it. I think we did a little bit of a deep dive on the Ed Reed situation. I don't know if you want to get the last word on that.
Man, the only thing is, man, what I feel is I just hope we get to the bottom of the HBCUs and we cannot feel like, because I think what Deion and Ed Reed are alluding to is that somebody's robbing at the top, man. That's how it's looking like, so
yeah.
We can get that out the way, man.
I mean, it's like that at a lot of institutions, you know what I'm saying?
Right, it ain't just
we can talk about the church house, we can talk about the
politics, it don't matter. It's like
MLM,
common,
SBF type shit, FTX, SBF type shit is always
that's how it goes, right?
When it comes to a scam, it's a small group eating at the top, and that caused stuff to suffer at the bottom. But there is another point I want to bring up about this.
Right.
The fact that this is dominating our news cycle is a problem. We're looking up too much to football players. And the reason why so many black people in that room, the reason why so many black people playing football is because we look at our situation and it's so dire that we feel the only way that we're going to have money, power, and influence is to sacrifice our body. This is crazy what we doing. Like, we shouldn't even really be having this conversation. Right. We like to engage and stuff like this. Everybody need a little bit of gossip in their life, and we trying to talk about black stories, but let's not forget that black people is at the bottom cast. We're chained to the bottom of it through legislation, through redlining, where we live at, geography, all of that shit. Yeah. And football is another one of those things where they let us get a little bit of money, but it don't work out for most of us. Like, just think about this, Bob.
You're right, man. Damn.
What if you went into a job right, office, right? And you like to pay, you like your coworkers, they showing you around and everything, and you like, maybe even your dad worked there, but they tell you at the end of the interview when they, when you get ready to accept the position, they're like, yeah, but the only thing about this job, 99% of everybody who works here is going to end up with brain damage. Would you take the job? Like if the pay was right, you like to you want to travel, you get to be with some of your, guys you look up with, would you take that job?
No.
You wouldn't take the job. Would you give your son an application to that job? Like,
hell
son,
no.
I'm looking for work. You wouldn't do that, right? So let me show you something, bro, before we get off this topic.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Before we get off this topic, let me show you something, bro, because I don't like this. That's why I be trying to tell niggas we might need to just get rid of football.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I think that's more safe.
They want to cancel Skip Bayless, but nobody don't want to cancel football. Let me show you this shit though, bro. 99% of 202 former players of the U.S. version of the game whose brains were examined, 87% showed the diagnostic signs of chronic traumatic encephalopathy. That's a big word, man.
CTE. Let's just keep it at that.
Fair enough. A neurodegenerative disease associated with repetitive head trauma among former National Football League players in the sample. That number jumped to 99%. So that's just a quick little factoid from science.org. 90% of ailing NFL players' brains show signs of CTE. The number jumped from 87 to 99, but niggas is around here fighting for a job to coach a bunch of young niggas to get their brains beat in. That's what we talking about right now.
Yeah, that's what we talking about. That's sad.
I feel a little bit crazy. Like we do this,
but
so we could talk about things, and I want to get people interested in media
in
literacy,
real stuff,
epistemology, and politics, science. That's what I'm into, and we got to talk about stuff. Yeah, decision. We got to talk about this stuff to get people's attention. But I always want to remember that we got to talk about the real shit, man.
We got to talk about the real. But like we was talking about, man, we're the bottom. Like you said that. You made a point. We're the bottom. See, this is the modern day. Like. This is the modern day slave. You get what I'm saying?
It is.
It's like
that's why they say that.
Risk, right?
And people will disagree with you because I mean, look, there's some similarities. Like slavery is slavery, and I'm sympathetic to the notion that no, we don't need to call certain things slavery because it kind of diminishes what slavery is. But there is some similarities to this, and like. The auction block things where white people is just kind of paying for slaves and they're destroying their bodies and working, and we don't really
modern
reap
day.
the benefits of it.
Yeah,
it's a different version. It's a different version. We can't. But there are some similarities there.
Yeah, but times have changed, so technology is a lot better. We can't think that it's gonna be the way of whipping people on their backs no more. Things change. It don't work like that.
So what you saying that when we watch football, we looking at the new slave. That's what you saying?
I mean, I'm not gonna say. I'm saying from a health standpoint, because I can't say that with basketball. I can't say because there's no health. People ain't getting CTE.
I don't know about CTE. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can deal with a little ACL
Kareem
or something like
was
that.
like 90-something years old. You get what I'm saying? Like most
I know.
Of the
Like
basketball,
honestly, I think
they live a long time.
Yeah, basketball is a better. I mean, look at Braun out there.
Yeah, so it's like, but I can see how that could still be as slavery because you got people coming in, you got people coming out.
Yeah, but at least it's not the same type of toll on your body.